Hey guys, and welcome back to the Virtual Reality Show, where we talk about any and all things related to virtual reality inside virtual reality. I'm your host, PHIA. Dancing is a means of self-expression that transcends spoken language. Feeling the rhythm of music in your soul and expressing that physically is universal and celebrated across all the world throughout all of history. But what about the future of dancing?
We way up, lifted so you know. Got that vertigo, man, I can feel it in my toes. I say now light this up, move it state to state. Mind is on skyscraper, watch your body levitate. We way up, lifted so you know. Got that vertigo, man, I can feel it in my toes. I say now light this up, move it state to state. Mind is on skyscraper, watch your body levitate.
I think VR dancing is a different form of self-expression that we've never seen before. Using virtual avatars to do something that's so human is a real spectacle, especially since they do all of this with a headset on. Dancing in virtual reality is an interesting subject that can take on quite a few forms. In this video, I interview different types of VR dancers about how they bring their art into the virtual world as a means of self-expression.
There are cows outside my window. I can see them. There's no dancers near me. There's farm animals. Okay? It's really hard to dance on your own and to keep growing and keep being inspired. You hit a wall at one point. And a lot of places, for instance, the middle of nowhere, Missouri, don't really have a dance scene. So the fact that one's growing in VR, where I can cipher with the Koreans one day, battle the Japanese the other, then cipher with Westerners the next day, like, you can't get that anywhere else.
So do you think that dancing in VR chat is like harder or easier than dancing not in VR?
Harder. My name is Charma. I have been in VR chat for coming up 3 years, actually. I've been dancing in VR chat for 2 years and 1 month. I started dancing in VR chat before I even, it's where I started dancing altogether.
Do you go to dance battles? And if so, what are those like?
Yeah, so actually my group, IDA, we host dance battles and stuff. With our group, there is money prizes, but a lot of it's just for people growing. But it's a whole different environment. There's a tinge of anxiety connected to it that isn't in normal dancing, because it's not just showcasing an art. It is like, imagine art v art, right? Is a lot different than just on a pedestal of art. And you have to approach it a lot differently. Stuff that works in showcases don't work in battles, and vice versa. And you're being judged on the spot. You normally don't know the music. So it can be nerve-wracking, but it's fun. For me, battles brings out my best dance. That's where I kind of shine most. There's a type of energy on the stage that can't really be captured anywhere else. So we have dancers, one's Bebotics, he's from LA. He's a really good dancer. His main dance style is tutting, which is is like all like hand shapes and boxes and stuff. He can't do that in VR because there's no elbow trackers in VR chat.
Right.
So he basically has to do all like hip hop and groove. And his main dance style, he kind of has to like just ignore because it doesn't show up. I will say Neos VR is a lot better though. Neos VR doesn't have any of the issues that VR chat has. And you can have knee trackers and a chest tracker and elbow trackers. So in Neos, it kind of feels like we're in real life almost. It's super close.
Charma said that Neos was a better place to showcase VR dancing, so I thought I'd make my way to Neos to view a dance battle for myself.
JJFX, what I do is that I teach dance and hold dance events here in VR. I've been doing it since 2019. I am the founder and creator of IDA, the International Dancers Association, the world's first international VR dancing to teach actual dance styles like popping, crunching, hip hop, breakdancing, etc. When I first got into VR, I saw the dancing on YouTube. You know, people like David and stuff like that were dancing to the Kinetic crew and people that were dancing. And I said, oh snap, people are dancing in VR. That's pretty dope. I'm gonna do it. So I went and bought headset, trackers, everything all at once. I got into VR. And of course, I'm looking for dancers. Everybody pushing to the party community. As I found out, there's a lot of not dancing going on and a lot of other stuff that was unnecessary going on. And I decided, okay, there's no place for actual people who want to learn how to dance or that are dancers in real life or want to dance in real life or learn some actual real life application and real life skills and talents that they can apply to their real life. I also noticed that there was a huge amount of people that are socially awkward, socially ostracized, and low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and things like that all gathered in VR. But the problem was when they became a part of like these party communities and stuff like that, it only expanded those problems. So I built IDA with the foundation of that we are all going to love each other, we are going to care about each other, we are going to encourage each other, no matter the skill level. What's important is progress. Everybody starts from the ground.
Hello, my name is Bbotics. I'm a professional dancer in IRL. I do all my stuff in LA, and I've traveled and done competitions, battled, and just recently got VR about a year ago. And so, I've been doing a lot of content in VR and showing my skills and my knowledge to anyone that wants to see.
Bbotics, will you tell me a little bit, what are some of the differences between dancing in VR chat versus dancing in Neos?
The IK. The IK that VR chat has is eating our dance away. It's eating the movement in the tracking. So for some reason, Neos is just way better at being able to keep the exact movements that you do. It's if you look back at our old footage and our new footage now, there's a huge difference.
Like you can get angles, you can do things that you cannot do in VR chat, and with the more tracking means more accuracy. So like the really bad hip shake that you get in VR chat, right? You can eliminate that by wearing knee trackers, because if your hips are shaking because you're stepping too hard, the knee tracker will stop that vibration from being sent up, the data being sent up to your hip as, the user's moving their hip. We have Twitter, Discord, YouTube. I've had people leave YouTube comments asking for invites, Twitch, same thing. Yeah, IG, definitely Instagram, IDA official Instagram, JJFX, Multimedia Instagram, Bbotics, on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube as well. The Discord is private simply because we just don't have time for trolls.
All right, so if everybody's ready, I'm just going to go ahead and get us started. Usually I start out class with stretching, so just follow me with the stretches that we do.
So then I made my way into a belly dancing class that is hosted every Sunday by Dusty Dust Bunny, where I hopped into a dancing avatar to try for myself.
I started when I was in the 5th grade. That was about 11 years ago. I started just as a beginner, and I fell in love with watching belly dance performances, and so from there I just kept taking classes, and then I taught in my college, and then I just teach in VR now. So just before I talk about the VR and belly dance, we're usually barefoot. And I had to completely get rid of that because I need somewhere to put my trackers. I used to put them on my ankles, but then you can't point your toes like this. So I wear Converse shoes, and I put my trackers in my shoelaces and just have my trackers on top of my Converse. The thing I love about dancing in virtual reality is that I can be any character at any time, any place. So I don't have to buy a whole bunch of costumes. I don't have to travel anywhere to get a fancy background. I could make dance videos and bring people together. But the great thing about the tracking's pretty good. It is very hard to dance with a heavy headset on and wires. As you could see in my class, we were all getting tangled up in our wires. So it's something you have to get used to. There's a lot of moves that can't be seen in VR that can be seen in real life. But a lot of it can translate, which is really nice. But yeah, like with belly dance especially, there's a lot of movements that can't be seen, like undulations, like belly rolls. You can't see every vertebrae or every muscle moving. So I think VR has a ways to go in terms of being able to track us properly, but it is really good at tracking right now. Dancing in VR is an amazing way to meet other people, express yourself, and get exercise at the same time in the comfort of your own home. So I highly recommend trying to dance and listen to music in VR. It's really, really nice.
How can people contact you and try and get into one of these classes for themselves?
Okay, the best way to probably contact me is via Twitter at DustBunnyVR. I also have a YouTube channel where I have tutorials. I have a TikTok where I have tutorials, and also a website, which is dustbunnydance.com. So you can just go to any of those social platforms.
Thanks so much for checking out this video. It's been so great getting to learn about the dancing scene in VR and talk about the different types of dances there are. Next week, I'm going to be uploading a video about exotic VR dancers and cover the more adult side of things. So make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell for some sensual fun. Make sure to like this video and comment your thoughts. I'm also going live on Twitch right after this video uploads, so come check it out and say hi to me. If you want to support me in making more videos just like this, then consider joining my Patreon or purchasing merch. Anyways, thanks so much for watching this video. I've been your host, PHIA, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Special thanks to this month's Patreon members and virtual VIPs, Baxorn, Dutet, Klukule, Stormalin,